back, everyone. We're joined now by Amanda Pollock with Acadia National Park, and we appreciate you being here today to talk about an important topic, protecting the peregrine falcon.
Absolutely. We are always looking forward to help this species that's protected by several different laws here in the state of Maine because they're a really important bird to the ecosystem.
And also a federally protected bird as well, correct?
Yes.
And so let's talk about how we kind of got there and why there are all these protections in place to help the species.
Absolutely. So in the 1980s, the peregrine falcon species were on the brink of extinction. And so we came together along with a lot of other organizations, and we worked really hard to see if we could help that population regrow to a healthy level. And through a lot of different things, including things like trail closures, we were able to actually bring that species back on the map in a healthy way, which we're really excited about.
And at Acadia National Park, the Precipice Trail is closed for the majority of the summer months to help them give them their space, right, so that they're not aggravated. And so what can happen when people maybe enter their space? How does that change their behavior?
Yeah, so the peregrine falcons are really sensitive to any type of human disturbance. Yeah. And when they are bothered, it means that the birds get agitated, the adult birds, they sometimes get, they don't come back to their young as often, and eventually they can even leave the nest altogether, which means that the baby birds aren't gonna make it. And that's really not great for their population. And it's just not a good story to tell also.
Yeah, and we reported previously that 3 people had recently violated the Precipice Trail closure. They were photographed hiking the trail. I understand that they've since been identified and a punishment has been determined for them. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are handling that situation and what the penalties are if people decide to go rogue and violate your closures.
Yeah, so these closures are put in place, and what ended up happening with these 3 individuals is they were determined to have violated a superintendent's closure, and that is punishable by up to 6 months in prison and up to a $5,000 fine. So these are really serious punishments that people can be facing, and we want to make sure, you know, that the people understand that the reason that we're doing this isn't just so that they can't hike the Precipice Trail. It's really to help protect this important species.
Yeah, and you know, you think that if people are immersing themselves in Acadia National Park, you know, one of the best things about the park is to learn about the history and also the ecosystems that make it so great, and you don't want to be bothering those ecosystems.
Absolutely. The ecosystems are what make Acadia Acadia.
Right.
If the ecosystems weren't in place, we wouldn't have the national park that we all love and cherish as much as we do.
And that said, if people want to get more involved in the park and maybe help out these populations, are there volunteer opportunities that they can get involved in?
There absolutely are. So we have some volunteer programming where we actually help teach people about birds in the park. And to learn about that, they can go onto our website, nps.gov/ACAD.
All right, so a much more appropriate way to immerse yourself in the park and help out with these birds.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, well, thank you so much for joining us today. And if people want to learn more, again, they can visit Acadia's website.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, and your full extended forecast is coming right up next. Stay with us.